Can you grow ground cherries in an aero garden? I'd say the answer is yes. 3 varieties. And the first one I started is that great big thing. Alright, so today is November the 8th, and can you grow? See it right there? Bunch more blooms on here yet. There's one back there forming. There's also more blooms still forming. Now I kind of let this run low on water because what I found out is once these start blooming, you got to really put you got to fill them up with water every day. There's a big one formed right there. Another small one there. Still a bunch of blooms on here yet. They're literally all over the place. Some down there. But gotta watch the water. I will tell you, there's another one forming right there. I never did anything other than add water. And when they started blooming, I used this bloom booster. But I let them run out of water because, like I said, once they start blooming, you have to put a half gallon of water in these every day. So the other thing is I never pollinated them. I never used any Q-tips. I wanted to see if they would pollinate themselves. They did. I also went a couple of days because I was sick and didn't raise the lights up higher, so that also caused them to get a little bit stunted and stuff. But I think it's done really well, considering there's another great big one right back there too. Now, the smaller ones have the same problem as this one. Let me take you over to it. 3 other varieties, and I basically let them run out of water. So, I'll try to do a better job the next time, but now that I know that it works, I'm going to try to grow these year round because they taste so good. Ground cherries. You definitely got to try them if you never had them. But now I know it works in an air garden. I'll hopefully try to take better care of them the next time. Like I said, the problem was they literally once they start blooming, see the bloom on that one there. Once they start blooming, half a gallon of water every day. And of course, it's also been cold. Like even in my house, it's gotten down to like 55 degrees. So even though I've got the lights on, you can kind of see they're just barely over that plant. That's kind of been the problem, is keeping them with sufficient water. There's blooms on this one. Blooms on that one. And I bet there's blooms on this one too. So that's kind of the one thing I noticed. Once they start blooming, it really takes a whole lot of water for them. But I'm going to go ahead and let these grow until they die, and then I'm going to harvest them and see, make sure it goes through the whole process. But we have formed ones on this one over here, so that looks promising. Just wanted to give a quick update. Thanks for watching. I've been harvesting these for a few weeks now, and although the plants look sad, the berries taste absolutely amazing. And ground cherries have to go through a dry out period where the husk look like this, and then when you open it up, it's going to be hard to do one-handed. There should be a yellowish. These are kind of green still, so not ready to be harvested. But when they turn yellow, you can actually eat them. And this is something that used to be grown very commonly back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Nice thing about them is you plant them once and they'll reseed themselves every year. But they produce a lot of berries. And if you've never tried a ground cherry, you should try them. I've got Hanover planted, Aunt Molly, and then an unknown variety. And the berries can get pretty big, but I guess in the Arab garden they're kind of restricted. Also, the temperature in my home was a little cooler than it should have been. when they first started to develop berries, so I think that kind of maybe impacted how many berries they produced. And the other thing is too, I used, because I didn't have air garden fertilizer, I ended up using Miracle Grow's Bloom fertilizer at a rate that I thought maybe about 1 teaspoon every 2 or 3 weeks. And you have to put water in. You got to fill these air gardens up about every 3 or 4 days because they use a whole lot of water. But this thing produced a whole lot of berries, so you can in fact grow these in an air garden. I didn't have to fertilize them. I didn't have to pollinate them. I didn't have to use any paintbrushes or anything like that to actually, because the flowers are self-fertilizing. And it was really simple. So I'm probably going to start growing these year round since I like them so well. And you can use ground cherries for like jams and jellies and cobblers and that sort of thing. They're really, really good. If you've never tried one, you should try it.